presented by PlayStation. You're watching the Big 12 Conference on ESPN. Things beginning to come into focus here in the second weekend in October. It's Iowa State taking on West Virginia, both teams with identical 3-2 and 1-1 records. When you look at the standings in the Big 12, big one earlier today, just ending, Oklahoma defeating Texas. They're at 3-0 in conference play. Iowa State and West Virginia both at 1-1. Iowa State's only conference loss was against Baylor by a single point. West Virginia trying to bounce back after last week's disappointment against Texas. The day started off, folks, with cloudy rain showers. Since that time, a benevolent sky spattering down on a pristine field here in Morgantown. September's in the rear view. They remember November. But the month of October, man, it's got a lot to say. Back with more on the other side. And just like that, fall has arrived. Typically during this time of cascading autumnal hues, one shows their true colors. In October, the values are evident everywhere. Cycling from trees to mountains. September was the entryway. November, the exit. How you come out is up to you. Now make no mistake, the time is now to state your claim and leave nothing to chance in the hunt for October. I'll look at the two respective coaches. Neil Brown in his first year here in Morgantown. His team in uncharted territory, wondering how they'll respond to their first conference loss. And Matt Campbell's team with 2 losses this year, but very close in both of them. Toe meets leather in the second Saturday in October. And let's go downstairs to Olivia.
Mark, don't mess with sophomore quarterback Brock Purdy. Since he came on the scene a year ago, he hasn't lost a game in October. So, happy Brocktober. It's a Purdy party, guys. The sophomore quarterback leads the Big 12 in passing yards and is just as scary on his feet. Last week, he had career-high 102 yards on the ground to start the month off right. A handful for the West Virginia defense today. And Brock's coaches say they put 2 things on him this week. 1, making the best decisions in the pocket, and I really like number 2, have more fun. That can be hard for a young quarterback. So Dusty, can we factor in fun in his QBR today? That's just an idea.
Why not? Absolutely. Pass complete on the first play. Milton, yeah, he's ready to Brock West Virginia's world today.
Well, okay, I see what you did there. Look, he's really, since last season, when he stepped in against Oklahoma State, he's changed the trajectory of this program and continues to get better and better each and every week. A true dual threat at the quarterback spot for Iowa State.
Swung it for a first down to Tariq Milton, one of his favorite targets on the first play of the game at the 35. West Virginia won the toss, deferring to the second half. He's now 2 for 2. Purdy is out to the 43-yard line to LaMichael Pettaway with 3 touchdown catches already on the season. In 3, Johnny Lang getting the start at tailback today. He's in behind Purdy. They're going to run it with Lang. And Lang is going to be stopped up right around that first down marker. Let's see where they spot it. It looks like he got enough. Johnny Lang out of Palmetto, Florida. 5'8" sophomore picked up 3 yards for the. Deshaunte Jones is their leading receiver, number 8 down there on the field. They're going to run it again. Lang gets another opportunity, and he's going to be stuck right around the line of scrimmage. Hey, Dusty, we saw the finish of that Georgia-South Carolina game. What do you make of the significance of that victory today?
It was huge.
Second down and 9. Purdy with plenty of time. And finally, wrapped up back at the 42-yard line. Qualls was the first one to get there, along with Jordan Jefferson. Both brothers up front. Darius and Dante Stills rushing Purdy. Incomplete. No flag on the play. Intended for the big tight end, Charlie Kohler, was broken up. Rivera punting, takes a Really good Cyclone bounce all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 54 yards, nothing on the return. Pin deep, 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers when we come back. Olivia threw 4 interceptions last week, and we'll see how he bounces back from that, although all 4 weren't his fault, according to his coaches. He completes this first one to Kennedy McCoy out of the backfield, down to the 13-yard line.
On a receiver, one is a great play by the defense, and a couple, Austin's got to make better decisions.
Hands it off here to a McCoy again. Stopped up right around that 1st down marker by Mike Rose. That Greg Eisworth is not playing today defensively for Iowa State in that unique formation that they run defensively with their safeties.
Yeah, it's that 3 high safeties, and Greg Eisworth is what they call the star, sets in the middle of the defense, really one of the best defensive players in the Big 12. Huge loss for the Cyclone defense here this afternoon.
See what they get done on 3rd and 1 here. Going to run it again, and this time they pick up the 1st down. Kennedy play clock down to 3. Kendall takes the snap. Nowhere to go. Going to take off, has a blocker in front of him, and he's going to pick up the 1st down, sliding safely at the 28-yard line. Kelby Wickline, number 72, the starting right guard, with a nice escort downfield.
Listen, wide open grass in front, a quality pickup.
Going quick, eludes harm, and slides again. We're going to mark it at about the 30-yard line. Picked up 3 on the play. 1st year as a starter. And had he stayed in Norman, Oklahoma, he'd be behind the guy that's putting up good numbers again today, Jalen Hurts. Hands it off again to Kennedy McCoy. And McCoy is going to set up a 3rd down and about 2 to go. Tell you more about that later. 3rd and 2. Pressure. Kendall coughs it up. Fumble. And it looked like the Mountaineers got it back, but a big hit coming off the edge by Anthony Johnson Jr. to jar that ball loose. And it's 4th down for the Mountaineers.
Well, John Haycock, he dialed up the pressure. I mean, they bring a lot of guys, both backers, and then it's going to be the corner coming off the edge. McCoy actually steps up and gets initial backer on the blitz pickup, but they brought more than what West Virginia could protect with. Austin Kendall has to realize that, got to get rid of the football. Big hit by Anthony Johnson. Aggressive play call by the defensive coordinator, John Haycock, who's really made a name for himself since they've come to the Big 12.
Ralden with that rugby-style kick. And the Australian transfer from LSU kicks it 43 yards. Fair catch called by Milton. 1st and 10 from there when we come back. Just underway here. He was a bucket. Yeah. Out of the backfield on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Johnny Lang as we check in with the studio. All right, thanks a lot, Matt. Back here from the 32-yard line. Cyclones going to run it again. Great move by Lang. Meanwhile, a moment ago, Austin Kendall was taken off the field as a result of this play. He was hit on the sack and fumble. And Dusty, that right arm was exposed.
Right arm was exposed. You saw he had it cocked back to throw the football. He took the shot from Johnson, the blitzing cornerback, and that was the last we saw of Austin Kendall jogging into the locker room, favoring that right throwing arm.
There's a look at Jack Allison, the backup quarterback for the Mountaineers. Saw him warming up a moment ago. Cyclone's going to run it. Lang stuffed near the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Olivia has more on Austin Kendall.
Stop right there for West Virginia. Darius Steele, the defensive tackle, penetrates on the other side of the football. 3 and out. Only the 3rd 3 and out for this Cyclone offense all season.
Great catch. And a great catch back at the 21-yard line. First of a new quarterback, Jack Allison, 6'6" junior out of Palmetto, Florida. Hands it off on his first snap to Kennedy McCoy. You heard Olivia talk about the fact that he has a reputation for being a little bit of a gunslinger. Coming out of high school, he was the 6th best prospect as a senior, rated by ESPN. He hands it off again, and there's going to be a loss on this play by McCoy of a few yards. 3rd and long. Allison fires complete, but short of the 1st down. At the 29-yard line, that was Sam James, who had a touchdown catch in the 1st quarter last week in that loss at home here against Texas. gain on that play. And meanwhile, we are told from sources, the athletic trainers, and from our reports that Austin Kendall is questionable in terms of his return to this game with an upper body injury. All right, Matt, back here on the 24-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Cyclones. They had a 3 and out on their last possession, just their 3rd 3 and out of the season. Hardy fires on the slant, incomplete behind his receiver, Milton.
It's a misfire by the sophomore quarterback, Brock Purdy.
2nd down and 10. Under the backfield, incomplete, intended for Nwangu. 3rd down and 10. This might be a good time.
A great time finding. Kim grabs a week ago. 3rd down target for Purdy.
Looked like there was a little movement on the offensive line.
A false start by number 66 of the offense.
He's looking at 3rd and 15 now. Jones, their leading receiver, goes in motion to the top of your screen, sets in the slot. Quick pressure, the perfect call, picked off! Room service, Mountaineers! I was just pointing out that that defense a little bit short on numbers today with the absence of their top DB, Keith Washington. Breece Hall now was in at tailback. Nwangu, who had those drops, one leading to the touchdown, on the sidelines watching, incomplete. Out to the 50-yard line. Good pressure again by Darius Stills, number 50. 2nd and 10. Purdy completes this pass to Petaway, and the Cyclones pick up the 1st down. That time, Stills couldn't get there. We've got this selfie story on. Yeah, they're doing pretty good right now.
Beat me there,
I'm not sure what the wager is, if any. 12-yard gain on that last play. This is Breece Hall, the true freshman, not running like one. With poise belying his age, he picks up 18. 6'1", 205 out of Wichita, Kansas.
Big hole off the right side, getting behind their best offensive lineman, Josh Kniffel.
Purdy with time downfield. And incomplete at the goal line, broken up. 2nd and 10. Purdy, a very prolific runner, tucks it under and tiptoes out of bounds. There's a flag down
By number 52 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's still 2nd down.
Kind of looked that way, didn't it?
Fortunate that he held on to that, honestly. That could have bounced off his chest right to the defender. Pretty good reaction there by Purdy, just holding the football, but
yeah, that could have been a lot worse, partner.
could have been much worse.
The 2nd series of the ball game. Hasn't given up the job since. Fires complete at the 27-yard line through a dart to Sean Shaw Jr., who makes his 4th catch of the season for a more manageable 3rd down and 3 as a result. Purdy incomplete at the 20-yard line, broken up by Fortune, the true freshman. So on 4th down here, 1 of 6 on the season. Complete. They pick up the 1st down. They go right back to Kohler, the big man, the former high school basketball player. And Hooper picks up 10 and moves the chains.
Played zone.
Yeah.
2 tight end set.
They're going to run it, give it to the freshman Hall. Boy, Hall has been kind of impressive, Dusty, breaking a couple tackles, picked up.
Breece Hall, highly touted kid out of high school. They thought he might be the most talented running back they had.
Purdy lost his balance, completes it. Boy, he kept that play alive. Chase Allen, another one of those tall, imposing tight ends at 6'7", picks up 3 on the play. Chandler with the play clock at 3. Purdy complete. Kohler just shy of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Well, they do it big here in Morgantown. They dream big and keep going. So when everyone else goes back, the Mountaineers like to say they go first, but right now it's the Cyclones. Goal to go. Touchdown. Hall ran through the arms of Tonkery for the score.
Physical run by the true freshman. This is just 1-2 and power running through contact. Lowers the shoulder, keeps the legs moving. Little spin into the end zone. Cap off a nice drive.
That was the first rushing touchdown of Breece Hall's career, and we're knotted at 7 apiece. Just underway in the second quarter. Just think of what could have been had Brock Purdy not been able to make a play a moment ago.
In the truck, pick exactly which ones are the perfect ones to show you at home.
Allison going up top. You know which camera is my favorite?
Which one?
That one right there. Give you some pictures and some great sights from the field and beyond. A first down run by Letty Brown. Brown averaging 5.2 yards per run on the season. That's tops among tailbacks. Picked up 11 on that play. And we have an injured player. That's Orion Vance, who leads that Cyclone defense with 6.5 sacks. Braxton Lewis a little wobbly too. Agree with you.
Okay. By the way, Orion Vance went off the field, as did 33 Braxton Lewis. A couple of quality players for the Cyclone defense.
Allison completes this pass to his receiver, Sam James. James had a touchdown last week. The Texas-Oklahoma game was a little bit closer. Of course, considering it's a rivalry, you would expect that. A 1-yard gain by Brown. Make it a 3-yard gain. Johnson making the tackle on the play.
Good start to this drive.
Between the tackles again, down to the 42-yard line. Letty Brown at 130 yards rushing coming into the game, picked up 4 there. 2nd and 6. A strike complete to O'Laughlin. Picks up 4 yards. Austin Kendall, hurt a moment ago in the first quarter. Questionable to return to the ball game with an upper body injury.
Jack Allison stepped in and played pretty well.
Transfer from the University of Miami. On 3rd and 1. Let's see where they spot this. That's going to be a little bit closer.
I think he's got it.
But he's getting an opportunity for redemption right now. 1st and 10.
A false start by number 83 of the offense. Never was set. It's a
down a little bit for us. Eliminate that on 1st and 15 on the screen pass. Complete to Letty Brown. Ball came loose. And the Cyclones say they have it, and they do. Neil Brown said one of his priorities with this program is to make sure they hold on to the ball to give themselves a chance. That time they failed in that endeavor.
They tried to run the screen. I want you to watch the nose tackle. 92, Jamal Johnson. The recognition of screen. When that center leaves, gets in his hip pocket, right there at the running back. He gets him by the legs, and then the strip by 23 Mike Rose. You know what I call that? Getting that lawnmower started. Get down there and yank on that thing and get it going. Excellent job by the nose tackle, recognizing second guy in as the ball carrier's held up. Mike Rose rips it out, and a big takeaway by the Cyclone defense.
Get that lawnmower started.
Get it going. There it is. Get the lawnmower started. Yep. You know who taught me that, right?
Who's that?
Mr. Brian Urlacher.
Urlacher, okay.
Played with him for the Bears. What he
Former
said, man,
teammate.
he used to get that lawnmower going, man. Woo!
Breece Hall in the ball game at tailback. First down and 10 from the 34 for Iowa State. They scored on their last possession. Their first one of the second quarter. Purdy on the play action. Complete to his big tight end over the middle. That's Sainer as we go to Olivia.
After that first Iowa State touchdown, they came to the bench, and Matt Campbell brought them all in, the whole offense, and he knelt down and said, guys, take better care of the football. We're better than that, and it's all about the details. Don't lose sight of the details. Let's see if they can do it here.
Well, a good-looking start, Olivia, to this drive after that pass and catch for 21 yards.
That was Sainer. We've also seen Charlie Kolar and Chase Allen. They've got 3 tight ends over 6'6", 250, and utilize all 3.
Guys who are well-rounded athletes, part of his entire recruiting philosophy. You know, Matt Campbell talked to us earlier this week about his proclivity to recruit multi-sport athletes. He says he likes to see his football players doing other sports, playing basketball, wrestling, so that when they're not the best athlete in that given sport, he wants to observe how they work through difficulties and adversity.
I loved it, man. He says he wants guys that compete, and as you mentioned, guys that don't always succeed at the highest level. How do you respond to adversity? Those are the players Matt Campbell looks for.
Well, we'll see how his quarterback responds to adversity after that sack. Breece Donahue got to Brock Purdy. Exercise physiology major. And a double major when you consider his football scholar. Knocked away, incomplete.
Foul, hands to the face by number 32 of the defense. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
That's against defense. Did enough to get off the field, but hands to the face. Good call by the official.
34-yard line, 1st and 10. They hand it off to the true freshman. Still on his feet, breaking tackles, moving the pile all the way down to the 20-yard line as we move our pile back to Matt in the studio. I know Matt's back there with his forks up. You know, Arizona State Sun Devil guy and all. 14-yard gain on that last play. Getting a lot of haul. Nice run, but there's a flag down. Picked up 8 if it stands. Coordinator. Here's the call.
Holding by number 82 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Down by David Shaw, bringing his team back. Brock Purdy incomplete at the 20-yard line. Intended for Charlie Kolar. We talked. Charlie Kolar played high school basketball in Norman, Oklahoma. Out by you, Dusty. One of his high school teammates was Trey Young. But even Young couldn't have caught this.
Now, look at this. So I love the break. Look at 15. Break on the football, zone coverage, eyes on the quarterback, jumps the route. Excellent job by Kerry Martin, the safety, getting the PBU.
2nd down and long. Hand it off again to Hall. Great spin move. Oh, he hit him with a little bit of sauce and makes it inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. 51 yards on the ground today.
Big 3rd down here for West Virginia's defense. Need to get a stop.
The penalty kept him on the field the last time. Hall again, and he's going to end up with a 4th and about 1 to go. After that 8-yard run, do you even thinking about keeping the offense on the field? Or you take the field goal?
I think you already thought about it when you ran the football on 3rd down.
Okay.
I think that was already in play. So absolutely, I think they're going for it. As a couple of tight ends trot onto the field.
There's a look at the defensive coordinator, Vic Koenig, for West Virginia. 4th and about 2.
Running a lot along the right side of the offensive line.
We haven't seen much from Deshaunte Jones today. They're going to run it. Purdy keeps it. Let's check out the spot. It's going to be real close. This is going to be close.
Very close.
We'll take the chains out and measure, and we'll get the decision on the other side. As Purdy put his head down, we'll find out in a minute.
Interesting play, okay? It's under review right now. It has been ruled a 1st down on the field, and this is elbows there, and the football, where is it? I don't know if there's conclusive evidence to overturn it. Here,
after further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
Yeah, as Brock Purdy checked to under center, Matt Campbell knew that he was checking to a quarterback sneak, and he runs in from the side, and he doesn't like the call. He was surprised as I was, and he's trying to get the timeout. They don't give him the timeout, but in the end, it looks as if his offense gets a 1st down.
Yeah. Petway in motion now sets. They run it into the boundary with the freshman Breece Hall nowhere to go. They're going to lose about 3.5 yards on the play. Dustin. Not on the field for this play. Sainer goes in motion. Brock Purdy with plenty of time into the end zone, incomplete. Flag thrown on the play intended for Shaw Jr. And Martin Jr. was there defending on the play.
That's interference by number 15 of the defense. By rule, the ball is placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
Shaw Jr. motions to the top of your screen. Purdy takes off. Touchdown. Cyclones. Brock Purdy.
This is old school. Quarterback counter. Okay, block down, and their big man, Kniffel, going to lead out in front. Excellent execution. Kniffel paves the way. Brock Purdy, physical running, lowers the shoulder, gets in to cap off a 10-play, 66-yard touchdown drive.
Well, that was pretty impressive. It was kept alive. Mahomes.
Forecasting for something?
Maybe a little, you know.
You're going to have a tough one against Deshaun Watson. So lines beat up. Mahomes ankle.
Watson's been taking care of business. On the return, this is Sinkfield. Stayed on his feet, finally brought down at the 23-yard line. Okay, so maybe, folks, just maybe we were giving you a little bit of a hint. Kennedy McCoy in a tailback. Allison with nowhere to go, swallowed by Mike Rose as we go down to Olivia.
Iowa State linebacker Orion Vance is still in the locker room. He leads the Big 12 in sacks per game. He's had one every game this season. That's a big loss. And with him not on the field, the Cyclones are missing a key contributor on all 3 levels of defense. With defensive end, Jaquan Bailey, broken leg, didn't even make the trip. Eisworth, the safety, shoulder injury. He's in street clothes on the sideline. Those are 3 big-time players on that Iowa State defense not on the field.
It's a great point, Olivia. You're exactly right. Almost stepped in, and he's played well for him so far.
On the jailbreak screen, pass complete to Sam James, who's been largely bottled up today.
Tough to replace quality players like they have these last couple of games.
Jack Allison, with plenty of time, completes it for the first down to T.J. Simmons. And Simmons finally run out of bounds in Cyclone territory. Simmons, the transfer from Alabama. They're going to run it here after the 27-yard gain. That's Brown. Brown picked up, filling in for Austin Kendall. And he get off into the boundary. That's Brown, and Brown is tackled short of the first down. Picks up Allison surveying. On the draw, he'll hand it off. And a lunge for the first down by Letty Brown to move the chains.
Excellent effort to move the chains.
Allison off his back foot completes the pass in traffic to Sam James, and an 11-yard gain on the play. Allison throwing that ball with a lot of confidence.
And this is
with the catch. First down and 10, approaching 3 minutes to go in the half.
He's getting some confidence here.
And that play blown up at the 30-yard line by Jamal Johnson.
Jennings not letting it go.
Loss of 4 on the play. Allison taking a shot into the end zone. And almost intercepted, broken up nicely at the last moment on the play. And the Mountaineers going to call a timeout.
Their second timeout of the half.
3rd and 14. Over the middle, complete. Milton got some work to do and got the first down. Simmons.
Heck of a drive. Here's we get closer to half.
Allison's been hot. Hands it off to his tailback, Brown. And Brown picked up about 3 on the play, tackled by 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. Hit his big tight end, O'Loughlin, and that's going to be a 1st and goal.
Brown has to be elated at the job of Jack Allison.
He's hit 8 of his last 9. Going to hand it off here. Brown trying to get to the edge and chopped down nicely at the 8-yard line by Justin Bickham. 2nd and goal. Allison complete. Simmons walk on in. Style and profile. And Jack Allison has come in relief for Austin Kendall. And this game has knotted at 14 apiece. 3-2 overall. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Matt Campbell's team had led at 14-7, but Jack Allison rallied his team downfield. Intriguing second half coming up as we go back to the studio. Football here to start the second half. And we have been told that Austin Kendall will not come back to the game. From the 5-yard line on the return, Sam James, their potent wide receiver, takes it out to the 24-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Mountaineers. Olivia on the draw out to the 23-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play.
That first half about as even as it can get. Plays, total yards, first downs. The only discrepancy really third down. West Virginia has moved the sticks, not shown. Iowa State 2 for 2 on fourth down. What a close, hard-fought first half between the Cyclones and the Mountaineers.
Jack Allison, a quarterback. He's waited for this moment after patiently being the understudy for a couple of years behind Will Greer. They're going to run it with McCoy into the boundary. Nowhere to go. It's going to be third down and about 12 to go. Matt Leo making the stop. Out of the shotgun. Pass complete for the first down. Let's see where they spot this. TJ Simmons made the grab, and they're going to move the chains on the good spot. First down and 10. Right in motion. Allison kept it on the option. Jack Allison.
No struggles or signs of that so far today.
There's a highly sought recruit out of high school. Completes the pass, but a good tackle by Young on McCoy. And a long third down coming up.
Datron.
And he's going to be sacked. Allison sacked by Peterson, the former high school wrestler, one of those great multi-sport athletes, making a big play.
Big sack, and you mentioned it, former wrestler, a guy who has a great motor, try-hard guy, one of the guys referenced by Matt Campbell talking about multi-sport athletes, and really since Shaquan Bailey's gone down, been a huge, huge player for this defense.
Knotted at 14. Purdy on the slant, incomplete. Good coverage by the true freshman Fortune. That's a great line. That's so true. Adjusted for inflation, I wonder what that works out to today. Nice run by the freshman Breece Hall. A 9-yard gain.
The end of this run, watch Breece Hall accelerate and watch the contact, lowering the shoulder and running through the safety. This true freshman running back has been impressive, lowering the pads and lowering the boom. Nice run on second down.
Third and short for Hall in the offense. He gets another opportunity, picks up the first down. His opportunity, Dusty, comes as a result of Nwangu having those 2 plays, pivotal plays. One was a drop. The other one was a pass he should have caught that led directly to the tip and interception for a touchdown the other way.
Back to
first and 10 from the 44. Hall again. Brought down by Darius Stills, picked the 4. But Hall not getting a Hall pass from this Mountaineer defense, but making the most of his opportunity. Averaging almost 7 yards per carry before that last one.
He's smooth, accelerates, powerful on contact. Turning those legs, he found the end zone back in the first half.
Purdy over the middle, caught on a nice comeback, and Ron Milton on the move. And Milton brought down at about the 24. It was Josh Norwood that came in on the hit. And Bailey. Wow, that's what it looked and sounded like when Hakeem Bailey, 24, launched, made contact above the shoulders to the head area with the crown of his helmet. Check all those boxes, and he has been disqualified for targeting.
And just so also they can go in if it's not called on the field and review it as they did there and make it a targeting call. Well done by the officials.
Already down a corner, now two. The freshman touchdown! Hall!
Listen, a breakout game here today for Breece Hall.
His second touchdown, Dusty.
This is going to be a zone that starts to the left. Excellent vision as he cuts it back, picks up a block from his tight end, Chase Allen.
9:39 to go in the third quarter. An impressive drive, aided by that targeting penalty. And Hall with the finishing touches. Has 12 carries, 83 yards. And Dusty will break this down tactically, strategically on the other side of this commercial break. Impressive drive by Brock Purdy. They came into the game, they're leading Russia. They're trying to stay in the pocket a little bit more and cut down on his rush attempts. This is the Mountaineers taking it out to the 27-yard line.
66 Kniffel, and then we got vision. He sees it there. Big hole opens up, and he's going to get a key block from his tight end who comes out of the screen as well. Powerful running, excellent vision. Breece Hall having a career day. 12 carries, 83 yards. That's the second touchdown of the day. All career highs for the true freshman running back.
Saying hallelujah right now. 9.5 minutes to go. And Allison out of trouble, showing great poise, and a catch made by T.J. Simmons. Handed off, and out to the 41-yard line, it's Kennedy McCoy.
John Haycock has these guys playing at a really high level.
On the receiver screen, the tunnel screen, complete to James for a few yards, picked up. We were talking about the multi-sport ability of Zach Peterson, number 55 for the Cyclones, former high school wrestler. Coaching staff saw him competing in a high school wrestling tournament, pinned two opponents back-to-back, one in 12 seconds, the next one in 48 seconds. In back-to-back matches, they said, you know what, I think we need to offer him and have him play next year. That pass incomplete to Kennedy McCoy. And
Output, powerlifting.
Okay, you can stop. You can stop now. No wrestling though, right?
We didn't have wrestling in my school.
Oh.
Set a state record in powerlifting.
Back to the action. Nice cut by Breece Hall, and Hall gets the first down on a gain of 13 yards. Mahone finally making the tackle on the play. As Hall approaches 100 yards. He'll get that on this carry. Norwood making the tackle.
Huge. I mean, those two guys were two of the better players on this defense and both played very well.
In coverage, tipped up. And that was scooped off the ground, incomplete. Darius 56 and Dante 55. But Purdy has a ton of time. Now delivers and caught by Petway. And that quiets the crowd with a first down throw for 9 yards.
Well, Brock Purdy
from the 45, first down and 10. Kohler, the tight end, lined up in the slot. Now motions into the backfield. They'll run it with Hall, the freshman, gains a yard on the play. Second and 9. Complete to Petway again. Set up a third down and 4, and the bell rings again for the defense. Jones in motion. Their leading receiver hasn't caught one today. Purdy downfield. Incomplete. Knocked loose by Josh Norwood. Don't want her coming out of her seat. If mom's got to get up, it's a problem. And a great punt by Joe Rivera is going to pin West Virginia inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers from their own 5-yard line. Pass complete to the tight end, O'Loughlin.
West Virginia Mountaineer ball carriers securing that football.
This is Brown over the left side, kept his balance and made it out to the 13-yard line. Dusty, you get the specific feeling here that at some point, Jack Allison, they're going to have to try and take the top off a little bit, right? Gets rid of it quickly, incomplete. They were sitting on that. O'Loughlin, the intended target, the tight end, Braxton Lewis knocked it away. And it's a quick 3 and out for the Mountaineers offensively.
And
Coach Haycock talked about trying to make this West Virginia offense one-dimensional. The rugby kick by Growden. And it takes a great Mountaineer bounce all the way down to the 25-yard line. I really think this team has a chance to end up in Dallas. Why?
I just think they're a well-rounded football team. Excellent defensively, and I love the emergence of Breece Hall today. And we've seen Brock Purdy, the quarterback. I think he's one of the more underrated, undervalued quarterbacks in this league. And Matt Campbell, you put him up there with just about anybody right now as far as coaches go.
Purdy completes it to Petway for the first down and then some. Nice run after the catch. Got about 20 yards. And a straight arm to Shea Campbell. Purdy has all day and then sacked. It collapsed in a hurry. Reuben Jones.
The first coverage by the true freshman outside.
2nd and long. Us of 6. Purdy surveying. The safety valve out of the backfield. The true freshman, Breece Hall, makes the catch.
Anytime you're on a graphic with Alabama, that's never a bad sign. Yeah. West Virginia would like to change those numbers here at home. And a game, as Olivia told us earlier, talking with Neil Brown, deem this as a pivotal point in their season.
3rd and 12. Pass is caught. Boy, Petway, let's see where they spot it. Let's see where they put the ball down, and they're going to give him the first down. You could hear the reaction of the fans. It's a gain of 12. And they're a little bit incensed.
Going to bring a blitz. How about the blitz pickup by Breece Hall, the true freshman? And Brock Purdy stands in there and delivers a strike down the field.
If a first down is under further review.
A little bit better.
More definitive. Petway took that route up past it.
I'm going to give him the first down.
And this is part of that vantage point we talked to you about.
The ruling of a catch and making the line of game stands. First down.
West Virginia fans not very happy. I think the fact that it was ruled a first down on the field would have been tough to overturn it. Either way, that's a huge pickup for Iowa State and a big reception, athletic reception by LaMichael Petway.
This is a very passionate fan base through the years, and Coach Brown was telling us about how it's the type of fan base you want to play for and win for. They had some 19,000 show up at their spring game. 1:20 to go in the 3rd. Hall got about 3. Shea Campbell making the tackle. Very healthy average of over 6.5 per carry. Jones in motion. He still hasn't caught a pass. They give it to Hall, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. This is college football on ESPN, presented by PlayStation, and a full moon in the background, highlighting the rugged shoulders of the Appalachians. Purdy complete to one of his favorite targets today. Petway again with a big catch. Dusty, 7th catch of the day for Petway. You got a little movement up front.
Petway's become his top target today. Nice job working back to the quarterback on the comeback.
Offside by number 55 of the defense.
All right, Matt, back here. 1st down and 5 after that penalty. On the 30-yard line. Purdy hands it off to Hall into the boundary. Chandler makes the tackle on the play. 3-yard gain. And, looks like Wilson shaken up a little bit there. Darren Wilson.
Purdy's found the end zone once, not via pass, but only on the ground.
His dad, Sean, was drafted in Major League Baseball. A 16th round pick by the Angels. Brought down that time by Fortune. Sets up a formation for Iowa State. Taylor in motion. Hall. Oh, tackle behind the line. Knifing through, lacerating that defense was Josh Chandler.
But a lot of stops, scored a touchdown. Valiant effort here so far, holding this Iowa State offense in relative check.
Braden Narveson attempting this field goal from 46. And he got it. Had just enough leg. And they take a 10-point lead. Still plenty of time to go, though, for Coach Brown's Mountaineers. He'll take it. Jack Allison faced with a daunting challenge here. His team down by 10 points. Taking over from Austin Kendall at quarterback. This is Sam James on the return. James, one of their top receivers. Eddie Brown in the backfield. They give it to James, and James, not much room. 3-yard pickup. Let's go back to the studio. I expected a little bit more of a competitive game there, Dusty.
I did too. Been a rough year for Jimbo Fisher in Texas A&M.
Yeah, we had them against Arkansas several weeks ago in Jerry World.
TJ Simmons, Sam James need to come alive here in this series for West Virginia's passing game.
Brown in motion. Little receiver tunnel screen. The pass complete to Sam James again. Hit immediately. Tough. I like what the LSU Tigers have done offensively this year. Plenty of time. Incomplete by Allison. Rowland. Line drive, low punt, fielded on the fly at the 39-yard line by Milton. A 32. 10 consecutive points since. Brock Purdy down the middle on the seam and complete down to the 38-yard line. Charlie Kohler. That is a beautiful delivery.
Charlie Kohler is going to work up as soon as he clears the safety, number 8, Quantel Raines. Ball's delivered on time and on target. Quality throw by Brock Purdy to one of his favorite targets, Charlie Kohler.
Former high school wide receiver. And Kohler runs like one, too. Hall taking his time, great patience through the hole, and picks up about 6. Norwood.
Quality running game to go with Brock Purdy and that defense. A tough team to deal with down the stretch.
2nd and 4, Hall, nowhere to go that time.
And Matt Campbell also has really high hopes for this team. In fact, he told us it's the favorite team I've ever coached. First 5 games have really hardened us. We've been in tough situations. But guys, he was so impressed with the way they came back after the Baylor loss. He said he met that Sunday with the captains and they had a great attitude. And he also told us something that stuck with me. You don't have to have 5-star kids to have a 5-star team. These guys really believe in themselves. Matt Campbell said they believe more than ever they can win.
That's a great point. Talked about the leaders speaking up after the Baylor loss, namely Purdy and Ray Lima amongst them. Purdy delivers a strike complete to Petway, and Petway picks up another Cyclone first down with a set 8 catches today for a total of 81 yards. Hall between the tackles picked up about 3, and they can afford, Dusty, to be very patient right now with the play clock and run it down a little bit, right? Ames, Iowa. Under 8 minutes to go. Hall again. Good burst up the middle and picks up another first down. Tonkery making the stop. Tonkery making the stop.
Acceleration through the hole again for Breece Hall.
From Wichita, Kansas, he has outrushed the entire West Virginia squad by a huge margin.
And what were we told yesterday, talking with Matt Moore, the offensive coordinator of West Virginia, they had to run the football. One of the biggest things they needed to do, and that Iowa front just has been unrelenting all throughout the day. And the emergence of Breece Hall, just a huge factor in this Iowa State rushing attack.
Flag down on the field. Flag football.
A false start by everyone but the snapper on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I think we saw that in was it a Michigan game earlier this season?
Everybody but the snap.
Might create a GIF or a GIF. Whichever you prefer.
Putting on Matt Berry's pronunciation of it. Into the end zone. Purdy, touchdown! Skates with a catch.
And that's what running the football does, Jonesy. When you run the football effectively, you pound, and you come back, you can play action pass, and Brock Purdy with a strike to Joe Skates on the post in the end zone.
Under 7 minutes to go, and the stadium has gone deafeningly silent. With a 17-point lead. That picture tells a big story about the spirits of the people here in Morgantown right now.
Media timeout.
Joseph Skates with the touchdown catch. A nice throw from Brock Purdy. They got 99 problems, but touchdowns aren't one. We're on fire. That's right. Out to the 25-yard line. McMillan making the tackle on the play.
We've talked about Matt Campbell and how much he loves this team. I think these players love their coach. You can see the love.
Pass complete at the 26. Number 16, Winston Wright.
And this Iowa State defense done such an excellent job tackling.
Most of those numbers amassed in the first half, and he throws a pick here. Braxton Lewis with the interception, and that might really just do it.
Tried to hit TJ Simmons on a deep over. It's zone coverage. Braxton Lewis is reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of the pass. Excellent interception by Braxton Lewis. Kind of taken over on the back end of that defense with Greg Eisworth out. But a stellar performance once again by one of the best defenses in this league and garnering respect all across college football.
Yes.
John Haycock in this scheme that he implements, they are tough, physical, they play hard, and schematically just very difficult to deal with.
Real Mitchell now in at quarterback. 6-foot freshman.
You like to run him.
Gives them a little bit of a different look. Good wheels, gain of 3. We go back to Matt in the studio. All right, Matt, back here. It's 2nd down and 8. Big one, LSU, Florida, going to be real interesting to watch. Mitchell brought down. Hey, you know what I love? I was watching College Game Day a little bit earlier. They had a LSU fans, part of the tailgate. They had a gator on the spittle.
I saw it. Now, we just showed that graphic. Remember in the first half how close it was? Right. I mean, it was even. We pulled down all the stats, and it was neck and neck. Second half, been completely dominated by this Iowa State Cyclone football team in all 3 phases.
3rd down and 7 for Mitchell, now in for Purdy at quarterback. Hall takes it. Hall has made all kinds of big runs here today. The pile moves, but ends up a yard short.
Real Mitchell, the package when they bring him in is the Blaze package. I was telling you earlier that his mother, Cherie, was Blaze in one of my favorite TV shows as a kid, American Gladiators.
She was A heck of an athlete.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
unbelievable. Real Mitchell out of St. John Bosco High School in California gives him a little bit more of a running element, athleticism.
Are you trying to tell me
quarterback spot?
You trying to tell me he's the second best athlete in his family?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
From the 17-yard line, Mitchell keeps it. Got a blocker in front of him. Boy, he can outrun a defense by himself. Got a nice block from Breece Hall, actually.
It's like a blaze, man.
Ooh,
fast.
Yes. 3:15 to go. Iowa State on the verge of improving to 4-2 overall. And 3-1 in conference play. Hall picks up about 2. Meanwhile, West Virginia going to have to figure out how to bounce back from this, their second consecutive home loss, Olivia.
Whitewater rafting. They went to a coal mining excursion, bowling, Top Golf, a lot of fun.
And Mitchell stopped up at about the 1-yard line, Dusty. And they're going to need that galvanizing spirit after this game, Dusty.
They are the team, very senior laden team last year. It's a very young, inexperienced team. To me, they knew they would take their lumps, and that's why they knew as much as anything that unity, that team building was going to be paramount for this season moving forward.
Hall with the touchdown run, another one, his third of the night. A little bit more icing for the Cyclones. They make it 37-14. He only had 18 carries coming into the game.
26 tonight, 132, 3 touchdowns. The secret is out.
Give him that jacket.
Breece Hall.
The lead is 23. Boy, to think that this game was close at halftime. It was tied at 14.
Deadlocked. I mean, a tale of 2 halves. We showed you the stats at halftime. As close as it can get. Plays, total yards, first downs, time of possession. Even West Virginia was outdoing them on 3rd down conversions. Second half, it is a completely different story. Thorough domination of the Iowa State Cyclones. They pulled away now by 24 here on the road in Morgantown, West Virginia. And this is kind of what we've talked about. They kind of put this football team under Matt Campbell, put it in a different gear once they reach the month of October. It's going to be a team you're going to want to watch the rest of the season navigate through Big 12 country.
Yeah, they were, sorry, Dusty, 8-0 in October, going back a couple of years. And we'll take a look at their schedule. I want to get your thoughts on what it looks like moving forward for them. I know they've got that game at Oklahoma coming up on the 9th of November.
No gimmies. I mean, I think Texas Tech was giving Baylor all they could handle on the road today. I'll be intrigued to see how that game finished up. And Oklahoma State went to Lubbock and lost, so that won't be easy. Oklahoma State's a team that Iowa State's kind of had their number. At Oklahoma, that's a place that Matt Campbell's team won 2 years ago. Texas coming to Ames, that's the only team Matt Campbell has not beaten since he's come into the Big 12, so that'll be a big game on November the 16th. A lot of football left to play throughout Big 12 country, but keep your eyes on this Iowa State Cyclone team.
And meanwhile, Tech, Neil Brown going to give a few other guys an opportunity here late in the game, and the ball falls onto the ground, and the Cyclones say they have it. They do. A very unpropitious way to end the afternoon.
And you hate
it
because it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. They played so well for the first half of this football game, and then it just got away from them. It'll be interesting to see how this team rebounds and what they're able to do with the remainder of this season.
Purdy back in the ball game, takes a knee. Look at that schedule, and among other things I'm going to think about today is that game at Oklahoma in Norman next week. Will they go through Jones, Oklahoma on the way there?
They might. They might go through Jones, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Next time I'm in Jones, Oklahoma, I'm taking a picture and sending it to you.
I don't believe you.
Breece Hall, I think, is the name that's really going to emerge out of this football game for Iowa State. Just a career night for the true freshman here in Morgantown, and just a steady performance by Brock Purdy once again, continuing to improve and really show that this Iowa State offense has become a really well-rounded offense. It's going to be tough for Big 12 teams to deal with.
Brock Purdy, a guy that likes to lead, and to think that defensively they did it without one of their best players defensively, Greg Eisworth. Able to maybe get him back soon.
You'd hope so.
Off that injury. He's a key part of that unique defense they play with their safeties.
One of the best defenders, not just on this team, but in the Big 12.
Final score once again, 38-14. Iowa State improving to 4-2. College football scoreboard is next on ESPN to get you ready for Florida LSU. For Olivia and Dusty, I'm Mark Jones. Nothing says we love you, coach, like that right there. Sending you back to the studio for the college football scoreboard.